Hello everyone, I'm Jennifer Spears and welcome to Sean and Jennifer Spears' YouTube channel. This is the second video that I am doing on pregnancy and fibroids. If you have not seen the very first video where I basically break down my entire story, my journey with fibroids, please make sure that you go watch that video first. So this is just an update. So I just want to share with you guys kind of what's been going on in this pregnancy, and also to share some very exciting news with you guys. So first up, the update. I am now 36 weeks pregnant, you guys. I think the last time I talked to you guys, I was in the second trimester. So now I am in the last stretch and I cannot wait. Oh my goodness. Those of you who've been pregnant before, you know that you start to get kind of antsy at the end, and that's kind of where I am. This pregnancy is completely different than my pregnancy with Cree. As you all know from the story that I shared, Cree came in Cree came in this world weighing 4 pounds 7 ounces. So baby boy has exceeded her weight. The last weigh-in that we had for him, I was 34 weeks pregnant, and he was 5.5 pounds. So that was 2 weeks ago. We have a weigh-in coming up next week, and I'm predicting that he's probably about 6 pounds, maybe a little more than 6 pounds. So it's just amazing how both pregnancies are completely different. The fibroids are still calcified, and what it means for a fibroid to be calcified is basically it's dead, so it's not doing anything. Like I shared with you guys in the first video, Cree was not able to gain the weight because she wasn't able to get what she needed because the fibroids were taking all of the nutrients and the blood and just everything that she needed to grow. So completely different this time because the fibroids are calcified, they're not doing anything. So baby boy is able to grow. So that is really exciting. Also, I have not been in as much pain as I was in with Cree. I would have really severe cramps due to the fibroids going through degeneration, and I remember being in the having to go to the emergency room, and I shared all of that information with you guys in the first video. So I'm doing well, I'm doing great. Baby boy is doing awesome, and I am just ready to give birth at this point. I took notes, you guys, because as you know, I can ramble and I can go on and on. So I wanted to make sure that I did not do that in this video. So, right now, basically what my doctor is trying to figure out is whether this is going to be a vaginal delivery or whether it's going to be a C-section. With Cree, it was a vaginal delivery. None of the fibroids were in the way, and I was able to give birth vaginally. Now, this may be a different story because of the location of the fibroids, but things change all the time. Like, for example, baby boy was breached when we went to see him a few months ago, and then when we saw him at our last appointment, the appointment before last, he was not breached. We go back and see him again, and he's breached again. So it's weird. And then the fibroids also moved. So that's pretty much where we are. So not sure whether I'll be in the hospital for 2 days or 4 days. So we will see. And I'm also starting to think about, post-delivery, like what am I going to do at this point? Sean and I are finished having children. If it's up to us, our family is complete. So I am deciding whether or not I want to go through with a myomectomy or a hysterectomy. So we'll see. Basically, if you don't know, the only difference is that with the myomectomy, you keep all of your reproductive organs, and with the hysterectomy, they pretty much take everything out and you would not be able to have a baby. So that's what I am trying to figure out, whether or not I'm going to do that. And lastly, I've just been suffering with anemia, which when you're pregnant, you're anemic anyway, and then when you're pregnant with fibroids, it's even worse. So I make sure that I'm eating iron-rich foods, and I'm making sure that I'm taking my iron supplements as well. So, but all in all, everything is great. God is amazing, and I am almost there, you guys. So I did want to share with you guys, my doctor was giving me some information. There's actually a new medication that's getting ready to come out next year. So those of you who have fibroids, you know that pretty much the only options that we've been given are a hysterectomy, myomectomy, or birth control pills to help not have such heavy bleeding and cramps during your menstrual cycle. So there's never been really any type of drug other than pain relief that can really basically shrink fibroids or get rid of fibroids. So there is a new drug that's getting ready to come out, and the drug has actually been available in Europe and Canada for several years. So it will be on the market here in the United States next year. I'm actually going to work on trying to get my OBGYN to share information about the new drug with you guys. If I'm not able to do that, then maybe I can interview her and get the information and be able to share it here. So I am super excited to learn more about this new medication. Which brings us to our special announcement. So I've been getting an overwhelming amount of feedback from you guys, comments that you're leaving under the videos, and comments that you're inboxing me on my social media platforms. And what I've discovered is that a lot of us are going through the same things, and some of us are going through things that are completely different and much worse. And it came to me a few weeks ago when a young lady sent me an email, and basically she was talking about how she's pregnant right now. She has 2 fibroids, but one is extremely large, and they want to do an operation to remove the fibroid because of where it's located. And so she was nervous and afraid, to do that. And I remember maybe a month ago, a woman sent me an email sharing her story on how she had to go through a procedure while she was pregnant to get fibroids removed in order for the birth to not end up being preterm, or in order for her to not miscarry. And so I wish that there was some way to connect the two. So I thought about, what would be great? A community, a platform where women who have fibroids can have conversation, where we can share our stories. A lot of our stories are the same, and a lot of our stories are very different. Some can relate to mine, some can relate to another woman. So I believe that we go through things not just for ourselves, but we go through things to help other people. So I decided to launch this website that will have a community of women going through the same thing, where we can share our stories, encourage one another, and pray for one another. And I'm just so excited about it. So it's called Fabulously Conquering Fibroids. That is the name of the group. I actually just bought the domain www.fabulouslyconqueringfibroids.com, and I am currently working on the website. I cannot wait to launch that, and I just wanted you guys to be the first to know, and I also wanted you guys to follow the Instagram page that I created, so we can just go ahead and start getting the dialogue going, and you guys can get details on exactly what the website would look like and all of the details. And you can follow me on our Instagram page, which is FabulouslyCF. So I will make sure that I post it in the comments so you guys can see it. But I'm just super excited about it. God has been, it was just, He just was showing me that there's a need, and that there are so many of your stories that need to be shared. I read most of the messages that you guys send me. If you DM me on Instagram, I'm not able to get to all of them, but if you ever send me an email, which is linked to my Instagram page, SeanandJenniferSpears@gmail.com, then I definitely reply back, and I make sure that that I'm able to give you feedback. But I definitely love hearing your stories, and I cannot wait for them to be shared through this community of women, sisters coming together who, who are fighting the same illness. So I'm excited about it. And also, it's going to be a great way to share information. Just like I got that information from my doctor, there may be some, information that you're getting from your doctor that could benefit us all. So I think that it's going to be an amazing platform, and just a great way for us to come together and encourage and help one another. So definitely make sure that you follow us on Instagram. I just can't wait to launch it, and I'll be sure to keep you guys posted. But thank you so much for watching this video. I don't know if you guys will see me again before I give birth, but I'm hoping that I can do one last video updating you guys, especially once I find out, if I do find out before I actually give birth, whether or not I'm going to have a C-section or not. So I would love to be able to share that information with you guys. But thank you guys so much for following my journey. Thank you guys for all of the comments, all of the love. I love you guys. God bless you. And I will talk to you soon. Thank you.